In this video, guys, I want to discuss with you 5 mindset shifts that I'm feeling and I'm going through right now in my 6th day being sober from marijuana, completely sober, and I'm actually taking a detox as well to detox away from that as quickly as possible. If you don't know my reasoning for quitting, I've been smoking for about 7 to 10 years now, and my reason for quitting was I got an amazing job opportunity, and so I got really scared. My heart dropped. It sucks to me that I got the offer of an amazing, life-changing opportunity that I worked my whole life for. I graduated from school for this, and it just hurt me a lot to see myself losing this opportunity. So the second I was able to get a little bit of an extension on the drug test, instead of saying no, I was asked for an extension. Instead of declining the offer, I asked for the extension, and they gave it to me. They told me you have up to 2 weeks, but besides that, we're not going to give you more than 2 weeks. So I'm just going to try to push as hard as possible. So now you know my why, and I think it's important to have a why because you'll know this. I've been reading a lot about self-defeating behaviors, and what happens is the cultural system that we live in gives you a lot of toxic inputs. For example, you should work very hard so you can get whatever you want. But what if you work really hard and still don't get what you want? So that's a kind of a toxic input there, because you're assuming what happens is you crush the mindset of the individual. He doesn't believe that working hard is enough anymore, and so maybe from now on he won't even do it. So what happens is we get a lot of toxic input from our parents, from our culture. Our family's supposed to be the thing that shuts, the filter for these toxins, and they're supposed to tell us the right from wrong, and they're supposed to guide us in which of these behaviors should we follow. But what happened is we have really bad parents. Sometimes we have single mothers on the rise. The family is being destroyed in the West, even in other countries as well, even in less liberal countries. So that family unit, which was a big unit, used to be much bigger. Used to be an extended family unit. Now it's a single family unit. And this single family unit is struggling really heavy, and so it ends up leaving these kids vulnerable to these toxic, self-defeating behaviors. So now that you know a little bit about my why and why I was able to quit, and why I I don't know, maybe I'll go back to it the second if I do pass this drug test. I might just go back to it. So I'll keep you guys informed. But let me go ahead and jump into the video. 5 things that I feel immediately switched in my head. Number one, and number 5, you guys are gonna love this. Number 5 is basically the biggest mind shift. I'm gonna leave it till the end. But let's go ahead and start with number 1 here. I'm bored all the time. Like, I'm extremely bored. Like, sitting in front of the TV is not as fun as it used to be. Scrolling on YouTube and TikTok is not as fun as it used to be. It's extremely boring. I'm actually finding myself getting up, stretching, doing any kind of movement a lot more. I would say about 70% more than I used to when I was on the drugs. It really affects you, and it makes you feel like you're wasting a lot of time now that you quit this stuff, and you have I don't know what it is. I think the brain chemistry, the dopamine levels are on a baseline, and the just watching TV without drugs just doesn't give it to me. They say that TV is an intellectual release of dopamine, but to me that's not enough. I need something that gives me a reward. So what I've been noticing myself, gravitating towards is behaviors and actions that create results. So I'm creating a lot more content on my YouTube channel. I've actually started a couple more YouTube channels. I started reading more, and maybe it's because I have more free time, but I feel a lot less stress, and I just stay busy. I am actually cleaning the house. I used to never ever clean. It was very, very daunting task. Now I just do it all the time. I'm always like, whenever I find something that needs to be moved, I clean. And so you're really bored consistently. You're really bored all the time. And I just want you guys to be careful of that. And no wonder, I put it number 1, no wonder people can't quit, because what happens is the second you get this boredom, you feel like your brain will tell you you're dying. It will feel like you're dying from this boredom, and you're going to go back to these indulgements, especially when you don't have any way to not be bored. You have never learned to never be bored, except when you basically what you do is whenever you get the signal of I'm bored, you go and do drugs, or whenever you get the signal I'm sad, you go do drugs to shift your dopamine, shift your mindset. And now you got to relearn and get new behaviors. And that's one thing I noticed. You're extremely bored. Another one is number two here. I'm less hungry. I would say I'm 60%. I eat 60% of what I used to be. I want to say 50% to be honest, but I'm going to be nice. Like I used to eat a lot more. Like I used to eat, I'm telling you guys, I used to eat all day long. I would eat three meals or two really big meals, and then I would still eat all day long. Now I don't eat at all throughout the day, and it's really easy for me to be able to say no to fast food now, and to go and cook my own food. It's actually much easier for me. So that's a big mindset shift, because I used to get a lot of fast food, and also a lot less hungry, and I'm still have the same energy. I still, when I go to the gym, I push the same power. I just eat a lot less, which is super weird, super weird. And for some reason, I still feel like I'm getting fat. I'm eating 50% less than what I was, and I still feel like I'm carrying a lot of weight on me, a lot of fat, which is interesting. I mean, it's only been 6 days. Moving on, guys. Number three. Now, this is an important one. I think you guys are gonna be surprised with this one, because our parents told us our whole life to go to sleep at 10 o'clock. I don't feel tired anymore. I don't ever feel tired to sleep. I've been sleeping for about 6 hours a day consistently. Consistently, I would sleep at 4 or 5 a.m. and I would wake up at 10:30 to 11. Consistently, this is consistent. No matter if I was drunk, no matter if I got, this was the weekend just passed. I was hungover and I still woke up within like 5 to 6 hours of sleep. It's actually unbelievable. And not just you sleep less and you feel rested, you don't get tired. Like I don't feel like I want to go to sleep. Like when 12 o'clock hits, when 1 o'clock hits, when 2 o'clock hits, the time that I usually go to sleep, I really don't feel tired at all. Actually, what I do is I go back to the Planet Fitness and I do a second workout, or I start doing a little bit more movement in my house. It just gets so boring sitting here, guys, and you don't feel tired anymore. You have this energy in you. There's not maybe not just energy, but also a purpose. Like, hey, man, I need to get myself out of this situation. So it's kind of crazy to me that I'm gonna go to sleep right now. I don't want to sleep. Why should I sleep? I feel good, and so you don't ever feel tired, which is an amazing mindset shift. It's a little bit scary, but you don't feel as tired as you used to. Man, when I was on drugs, man, I would be dead by like 9 p.m., 9:30. I'm like starting to feel sleepy, and by 11, that was my max. Now I don't even sleep till 5 a.m. Now, number two, guys, this is a big one. Number four, sorry, and the last one you guys are gonna love. But number four here, guys, is I have more self-control. More self-control on in every aspect. I'm talking about I don't get as pissed as I used to. I'm talking about emotionally full self-control. Talking about physically, you feel more self-control. You don't. I feel more connected to my body. I feel like, when you go to to. Sometimes I used to go to the gym high. I can't believe I used to do that, because what you're doing is you're lifting weights, but you don't feel the muscle and it's fatigue, and you don't feel that connection, the connectivity with your muscles. And now there's direct communication. I feel super connected to it. You get more self-control in terms of whenever you need to get up and do something, immediately you'll get up and do something, kind of because of boredom as well. That's in it as well. I feel like it's part of it, that you're super bored all the time. Literally, you're bored all the time, guys. It's crazy. Like I used to be very anxious. Now I'm just bored. I used to be very scared. I used to feel like, what the hell, I'm gonna die. I can't believe I quit this. That I'm gonna be unhappy for the rest of my life. Now I just feel bored. Like I'm gonna be bored for the rest of my life. So you have much more self-control. So the second you feel like you want to do something, you'll get up and do it. You'll go clean your house. You'll go throw the trash out. You'll get up and get that project done. If I feel like if I get an idea of a video, immediately I'll get up and do the video. When I was doing drugs, I still needed to roll the joint, smoke it, see how I feel afterwards. Maybe I needed another one. Then I would feel like maybe if I have the strength enough, I would do that content. But now it's just straight up. The second I have the idea, I get up and do it. And finally, guys, this is number 5. I think this is an amazing difference, and it's building a better character for me. And I think this is the biggest difference I'm feeling right now is I crave human connection. I actually crave human connection. I'm calling my friends a lot more. I used to never call my friend. I'll show you guys my phone if you would like. It'll be days on end where I don't get a single call. I don't call anyone. Maybe people will call me, but I wouldn't call anyone. Now I'm the one initiating calls. I'm the one looking to talk to somebody. I used to have friends that come over. They used to just we would just smoke and we would just sit on our phones. When my friends come over, I don't even touch my phone anymore, and I just nonstop. I'm talking to them, like, and I'm actually craving their opinion. I'm actually trying to, like, connect with them. I'm trying to tell them my stories, and I actually want to hear about theirs as well and their opinions about me. And I try to like work with them. Before I used to just feel like, oh, there's another human here. Let's tolerate him until he's gone, and then I'll feel, I'll once he's gone, we'll go back to our TV or whatever. Now I actually want to shut down my TV to go look for my friend. I want to get the hell out of my house and go call my girl and go hang out with her. Like I used to try to avoid that. Now I'm actually looking for that human connection. Like I'll call my brother and just hang out and talk to him for 15 minutes for nothing, over nothing. I'm just talking, and obviously he doesn't like that. He's a very busy dude. But I'll just do that. I'll wake up in the morning, call my girl. I used to never do that, guys. I'm too busy. What I do is I wake up, smoke, and start thinking about how difficult my day is going to be because I got to do this content, and I got to go to work, then I got to clean this house, and then immediately the second you start these ideas, you just feel already defeated before you even started. So you might as well just keep sparking it for the rest of the day, right? And so that's a big mindset shift. I think that's why. That's one of the biggest reasons and one of the best things I feel like came from this, besides being never tired anymore, is that I'm craving more human connection. I feel like I shouldn't overdo it. I'm still learning my limit, but yeah, man, I actually want to go to social events. I want to hit up my friends. I used to never ever want to go to social events. I used to never ever, I used to make excuses like, what the hell, I'm not going to go there, spend 3 hours, get embarrassed, and then come back home. I would rather just sit here, smoke my weed, and, watch my TV. So that's a big mindset shift. And yeah, believe me, guys, I think it's a great decision to do it, to quit. It's very difficult. You need a why. I've done it for 7 to 10 years, and I say 7 to 10 years because at the beginning I didn't push too hard, but after 7 years I was 100% fully involved in it, and I even I did everything. I got robbed. I sold everything. So, guys, I'm not telling you this to advocate to do it. What I'm trying to do is I'm telling you how amazing it would be for you to stop. It's going to be very hard. I want you to realize it's going to be very hard. So you know and recognize that if you don't start soon and start switching your mindset now and figuring out ways to change your brain chemistry, that you're going to have to wait for a why, and sometimes it'll be too late. I was lucky that they allowed me to postpone the drug test, but what if they didn't allow me to postpone the drug test and I just lost that opportunity out of nothing? I couldn't really be happy with myself with that. And I think it would have just dug me in a deeper hole of self-defeating behaviors. So, guys, these are the 5 mindset shifts. I think you guys, I'm interested in your opinions. If you quit drugs, is this something you've ever went through? If you did not quit drugs, hearing about these mindset shifts, does it get you excited maybe? And does it basically realign your thinking and say, yeah, you're right. I knew the second I quit, everything would be better and everything would change in me. So I guess now I'm telling you guys that's true. It will change a lot in you. You'll be a lot more bored. You're going to get a lot less hungry. So you're going to eat a lot less calories. You're never going to be tired anymore. You have much more control of yourself in every moment, in every endeavor. You have a lot more control in every way, emotionally, physically, mentally, every way. And then finally, also, you are actually better human being because you're craving more human connection. You're actually a nicer guy because you actually want people to like you. Interested in your opinions, guys, make sure you subscribe, help support us. I'm here to bring you guys daily doses of truth about this situation and addictions, and I hope I help somebody. If I did, please let me know.